This week, number 9 in our series on education, the church and education. And we're not simply talking about the way in which the school system runs, the church's school system, but we're talking about how do we as the church, talking about the membership, all that's involved in that, help with the educational process. So this would involve Sabbath school, this would involve Pathfinders, youth meetings, whatever it might be, everything that has an educational component to it. Billy Graham says, much of the philosophy of religious education has been based on a false premise, and perhaps many have missed the essence of Christian experiencing, having had religious training take its place. You see, you can have religious training and miss the Christian experience, and that's the challenge for us. We can take our concepts of belief, our fundamentals, and port them over and explain them, but is that really conveying faith, trust in God? Is that really talking about our own personal Christian experience and what that may really mean? We're given a great deal of material. We have Luke, we have Matthew, we have Jeremiah, 1 Thessalonians, and so on. That comment from the parable of the Good Samaritan, you are the light of the world as well. A city built on a hill cannot be hidden. No one lights a lamp and then puts it under a bucket. No, it's placed on a lampstand and it provides light to everyone in the house. In the same way, you should let your light shine before everyone so that they can see the good things you do and praise your heavenly Father. That's Matthew 5. So we are to let our lights shine. And that applies to us whether we're a teacher in school, or a Sabbath school teacher, or an instructor in any of our programs, or in the informal situations, sitting together with a group, conveying information, seeing all the opportunities as being teachable moments, as they say. Why have we as a church been so interested in education that we've built up such a worldwide church school system? Because we see that it's not just a question of giving people the doctrines. We want people to experience that in their settings and give them guidance on the way. And that is where we need to put our focus. All too often, of course, we are constrained by the system around us, not our own system necessarily, but that of the outside. I was talking to one of our teachers and I said, why can't you spend more time talking about some of these other things which are really important? The school is to help people to live their lives. And he said to me, because we've got to get people through this exam and that exam and that exam, so we don't really have time for much other than just getting people prepared to sit these exams. And that's a tragedy, really. Understood that we have to build people in order to get through these exams so they can have a good education onwards, go to college and get good jobs and all the rest of that. But the whole point of having a school system, a church school system, is to help people understand about God. Isn't that the reason we do it? Yes, we can talk about well-rounded personalities and character building and all those things which are good, but ultimately it's to convey the experience, Christian experience, so that people can come to know Jesus and find out the real truth against all the error that is out there that the devil has shared around. We've always played a role in that as a faith community, and we recognize that there are other things there that in our history which made it difficult for us to send kids to school, especially with Sabbath and all those kinds of things. Even today, exams are often held on Sabbath, not our exams, but the state exams, so we have to try and work around all of that. But it's because we want people to understand the truth of God. The education and training of the youth is an important and solemn work. The great object to be secured shall be the proper development of character, that the individual may be fitted to rightly discharge the duties of the present life and to enter at last upon the future immortal life. Eternity will reveal the manner in which the work has been performed. That's the perspective, eternity, not just whether you get a good job in this life. May we all be part of that experience.